Well, they're a lot of fun. First off, you can travel. I mean, Duluth can travel here. We can travel to Duluth, so it's it's great for the fans, and it is. These in-state rivalries are always a lot of fun for the coaches and the players. I mean, the players know they've got old teammates, they got friends on the other team, and vice versa. So they're a lot of fun, and it doesn't get any easier for us this weekend as well. I mean, we had a tough weekend last weekend with two tough games, and it's just going to continue on this weekend in Duluth. And the way they played first three games against Tech, and this past weekend against Northern Michigan. I mean, no, it's going to be a battle, and we understand we're in for a big battle. That's for sure. Well, Duluth plays really fast. I mean, they play up tempo. They defend extremely well. I mean, they got good structure. They're so well coached. No, they're just they're really tough in that building, and we always say too, like when you play UMD, that the first 10 minutes they come out so hard and so fast. You got to be ready for that. You got to respond, and hopefully we can do the same thing. That's what we've already talked about this, and we'll talk about that throughout the week. But I think the biggest thing though isn't necessarily them; it's us. I mean, it was a learning weekend for us last weekend. I mean, we didn't play very good. We got exposed on Friday night, Friday night against Wisconsin. And Saturday, it took us a while to get going, and it wasn't easy as well. So we got to figure out some things right here for the Beavers, and I think that's what I'm probably more concerned about is just, again, not necessarily trying to exploit anything that Duluth has. What are we going to do? How are we going to respond? Are we going to get better this week than we were last week? The things that we weren't very good at, which a lot of it was just intensity-based, will that be better? And so that's going to be the test for us right now. So again, it's really, to me, it's a lot with the Beavers right now. To me, it's all, Jared, it's all intensity based. It's all intent. When you're playing hard, you're playing smart, you're moving your feet, you're attacking. A lot of things just take care of itself. Turnovers take care of themselves. If you make a mistake, you're recovering on that mistake. So a lot of it is just us having to play the right way. And I think last weekend, we didn't play the right way. I was not a happy camper the way we played, just because again it was just it was uncharacteristic of us to play that way. So we got to find out. We got to just figure some things out for ourselves right here, and that was a learning curve. And hopefully, there were some things that we had to work on, and hopefully we'll clean it up. Well, I don't think intensity based is thinking at all. I just think you got to be in the right mindset to be physical. You got to be in the right mindset to attack. You got to be in the right mindset, to be hit. That's the biggest thing. It's hard. Like when you ask a lot out of guys. Like we're asking them. It's like any coach is asking their team to play outside their comfort zone, and it's not necessarily thinking. It's about competing. So we're asking them to compete like they've never competed in their lives, and to make sure they do that on a consistent basis, shift in and shift out, period by period, night by night. Like there's a certain way that everybody wants to play, especially we want to play, and we have to play that way. And if we play that way, we're not fun to play against, and we have to make sure that we're not fun to play against. And we last weekend, we got away from that. And that's whatever opening weekend, whatever. But we'll find out. But we addressed it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think every time you play UMD, it's going to be a tough game. They play really hard. They got a really talented group, so we really got to be ready. And it's honestly going to take our best game to beat those guys. So, yeah, I think a little bit for sure, because you have that travel in between those days, so it screws up the schedule a little bit. But I think it's also a good change because usually we play two games either on the road or at home, so I think it's a good change up as well. I think every year they have a really talented group, and they play disciplined, they play hard, so it's a team that's going to be really hard to play against every time. Yeah, I didn't think we didn't play our best last weekend, but it's the first weekend, so we're not too worried. We're definitely not pushing the panic button or anything like that. So just trying to get better in all areas. I think we got to be a lot more physical, play faster, and just play Beaver hockey.